The day he got his dream job, everyone congratulated him. His mother cried. His father smiled for the first time in months. His friends told him, "Bro, your life is set now." But 6 months later, that same man was sitting alone in his dark room at 2:17 a.m., staring at his bank balance with his shirt still on from work, his eyes burning from exhaustion, and only one question in his mind. How did the job that was supposed to save him become the reason his life was falling apart? His name was Adam, and for most of his life, he believed the same thing millions of people are taught to believe. Study hard, get a degree, find a good job, work honestly, get promoted, make your family proud. Then one day, life will finally become easy. It sounded simple. It sounded safe. It sounded like the kind of advice responsible people follow. So Adam followed it. He didn't waste time. He didn't dream too loudly. He kept his head down and did what everyone told him successful people do. But there was one thing nobody told him. A good job can change your life, but it can also quietly take it away from you. Before the job, Adam was broke, but at least his struggle made sense. He had no income, so of course he was struggling. He wore the same clothes to interviews. He borrowed money for transport. He refreshed his email every morning like his entire future depended on it. Every rejection felt personal. Every unanswered application felt like another door closing. And every time someone asked, "So, what are you doing these days?" he felt his stomach tighten. He hated that question because he had no good answers. Then one morning, the email came. "Congratulations, we are pleased to offer you the position." For a moment, he didn't move. He just stared at the screen. Then he read it again. He had been selected. A real job. A proper job with an office, salary, benefits, and a respectable title. For the first time in months, Adam felt like he could breathe again. He ran to his mother and showed her the email. She covered her mouth and whispered, "Thank God." His father tried to act calm, but Adam saw the relief in his eyes. That night, everything felt lighter. Everyone spoke as if the hardest part of his life was finally over, and Adam believed it. On his first day, he woke up before sunrise. He ironed his shirt carefully. He arrived early because he didn't want to seem careless. The building looked like success from the outside. Glass doors, bright lights, people moving fast with laptops and coffee cups. He stood there and thought, "This is it. I finally made it." When they handed him his ID card, it felt like proof that he mattered, that he was no longer behind. The first few weeks felt exciting. He stayed late to prove himself. He answered messages quickly. When his manager gave extra work, he said yes. When meetings ran long, he stayed. When he didn't understand something, he learned at night. He told himself this was the price of growth. Then his first salary arrived. Adam opened his banking app and stared at the number. It was more money than he had ever seen. After years of struggle, money had finally entered his account. For the first time, he felt powerful. He sent money home, paid back a small loan, bought proper office shoes, replaced his old phone, ordered food for the family. And when guilt touched him, he told himself, "I deserve this." And he did. But that is where the trap started. Not with one big mistake. It started with small, reasonable upgrades. Better clothes, transport costs, eating outside, phone plans, small family support, weekend spending, subscriptions, coffee, medicine, gifts. None of it felt dangerous. That is exactly why it was dangerous. By the third month, Adam had changed. The excitement was gone. His alarm no longer felt like opportunity. Every morning felt heavy. At work, he was polite, productive, always saying yes. But inside, he was exhausted. His inbox never ended. His manager never seemed satisfied. Every day drained him. Whenever he tried to say he was tired, someone reminded him, "At least you have a good job." So Adam stopped talking. Then one night, everything cracked. It was 2:17 a.m. Adam was sitting alone, still in his work clothes. He opened his banking app. The balance was almost gone. He blinked, checked again. Same number. He opened his notes and started writing expenses. Transport, food, phone, family support, bills, subscriptions, small payments. The list kept growing. And with every line, the truth became clearer. He had not escaped being broke. He had only made it look more respectable. Before the job, everyone knew he was struggling. After the job, everyone expected him to be stable. Before, being broke was embarrassing. After, it felt like failure, because now he had no excuse. The next morning, he went to work as usual. But something inside him had changed. The office no longer looked like success. It looked like a system, a place where people traded time and energy for money just enough to return again. He looked around and noticed something. People were not just busy. They were afraid. Afraid of losing their jobs, missing deadlines, falling behind. And then Adam understood the cruelest part. The job had not lied. It paid exactly what it promised. The lie was the story people built around it, that a good job would make you free. But instead, it gave him a comfortable cage. Month after month, the cycle repeated. Salary came, hope returned, bills arrived, hope disappeared. By the end of every month, he was waiting again. Not living, just repeating. One day, something shifted. Instead of asking, how can I earn more? He asked, why does my life depend on one income? That question changed everything. Because Adam realized his real problem was dependence. Everything in his life relied on one paycheck. That is not security. That is fragility. He didn't quit his job. He changed how he lived. He tracked his money, cut unnecessary expenses, built savings slowly, started learning new skills after work. It was slow, it was difficult, but it was different. Because now he was building something. He finally understood. A good job is not the finish line. It is only useful if it helps you build a life beyond it. If your income increases but your freedom doesn't, you are not growing. You are just upgrading your cage. So before you chase the next promotion, ask yourself, is this job building my future or just funding my survival? Because if your income goes up but your freedom goes down, you are not becoming successful. You are just becoming a more expensive version of trapped.